Hold on, let me go fix my microphone first. All right, hello everybody. Welcome. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I am going to be casting this game of Phoenix League Australia Upper Division between Dog Cage and Bricks by Dre. I'm going to be your caster for today. My name is Anna the Caster, and sadly, none of my co-casters are anywhere to be seen right now. Pinnick had something to take care of, and right now, I think it's currently Yose's birthday. So happy birthday, Yose! I already greeted you last night, but still, another happy birthday to you. And right now, I'm currently waiting for the game to load up, waiting for the lobby to load up. So again, we're going to be on a little bit of delay here so that I can do this live with you guys. And yeah, nothing much can be said, but Dog Cage and Bricks by Dre, I am very familiar with the way Bricks by Dre played the game. And if I'm not mistaken, Bricks by Dre was last season's champion. So let me go fact check myself here. Actually, no. I think they were runners up in last season's Phoenix season 0. So now if I'm Bricks by Dre, I have something to prove right now between Dog Cage right now. Dog Cage is another team that I'm not too sure. I'm not too familiar with, but nonetheless, excited to see them here as well here in Phoenix Dota. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was not ready to play by play right now because last minute Finnick, like what I mentioned, had something to take care of. So I was kind of caught off guard with this announcement. So nonetheless, I'm here to cast for you guys. Bricks by Dre is a team that I love to watch. Dog Cage is another team that I'm very curious to see how they are going to be playing this one.
10 seconds remaining.
Starting off quickly, Bricks by Dre, they're going to be banning out the Weaver and the Monkey King for Dog Cage. It's going to be the Phoenix and the Primal Beast. So Primal Beast, from what I know, that's a Dre specialty from what I remember. As for the side of Bricks by Dre, they're banning out the Weaver. Monkey King could be a specialty pick as well. We have seen quite a handful of Monkey King position 4 here in Phoenix Dota. Phoenix as well getting banned by Dog Cage here. Poker as well. Very fast ban, very fast pickup here. Dog Cage will be picking up the Tiny. Last time we saw a Tiny here in Season 1, it wasn't too far back. Unbothered versus Blank Void. Played in the mid lane by Sexy Gueli. So let's see what Dre can bring to the table here. They ban out the Techies and the Pudge as well. Both annoying supports to deal with. I wouldn't say Techies is the most broken hero, but Pudge is definitely a hero that's going to leave your head scratching. Flare's Hook, new facet for Pudge. Basically a free Aether Lens. Combine that with an actual Aether Lens, he's gonna be hooking you from the next game over. If I'm not careful myself, I might get hooked over as well.
Dire team bad.
Hoodwink will be the answer here by Bricks by Dre. So Hoodwink, a pretty common pick here in Phoenix Dota. We actually had a Hoodwink pick not too long ago, last night's game. We had a Hoodwink position 4, so nothing too out of the ordinary here.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So you wait for Dog Cage to make their final 2 bans before we're going back to the picking phase. Templar Assassin banned out here by DC. It seems like to me these bans are sort of targeted. They did mention, chat mentioned that there was a mid Phoenix available, and I do know that Dre does play a very good Primal Beast. 4 mid laners banned for DC. They finally ban out someone who's not on the mid lane. They ban out the CK, who's been an up-and-coming carry pick here. Very meta carry pick in this patch. Bricks by Dre, they're going to get their final ban in before they get the next 3 picks.
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Nothing much can be said about these two teams, really, but I'm just really excited to see how these two will be playing this one out.
Radiant team pick.
They ban out the clockwork. So it's very it's really interesting to see these two teams how they ban, because for DC it seems very targeted with
10
how they're
seconds
banning
remaining.
their heroes. Some of these heroes, or most of these heroes, are played by
5
Dre,
seconds remaining.
while
Dire team pick.
meanwhile Bricks, they're targeting somewhat meta bans, and they pick up the Earth Spirit. Uh-oh. Earth Spirit spammer. Dre. That's definitely a Dre hero here. Earth Spirit mid. Bricks by Dre, they love playing Earth Spirit mid. And the other Earth Spirit spammer
10 seconds
was Eligi.
remaining.
And I believe, is Eligi playing later? I'm gonna have to double check that. Yep, Eligi is actually playing. I'm going to be casting Eligi's game later for Moons of Mane and Muthu's Curry House. Venomancer is going to be the pickup here for DC, so I just don't want to talk about Venomancer. It's just such an annoying hero. Patient Zero on the facet. Noxious Plague. Good grief. A nightmare to deal with.
10 seconds remaining.
We've seen Venomancer played by Skylaw a couple of days ago, and we
5
just saw how
seconds
strong
remaining.
that Noxious Plague is going to be. Reserve time here for DC. Before we continue, I'm gonna take a swig of water just so that I can get my voice going, because I have another cast later on around 8:30 SGT. That's going to be Moons of Mane and Muthu's Curry House later on, but let's focus right now DC and Bricks. Just a little small announcement there for those of you who still want to watch more Phoenix Dota after this game. Really chugging into their reserve time here for DC.
Radiant team pick.
Pangolier. I haven't seen a Pangolier in a while. So is this going to be a tiny carry with a Pangolier position 2?
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
They could run Pangolier on the +3, Tiny in the 2, but I don't really see how that would benefit the side of DC. Could also run Tiny position 4. He is a flex pick here. Bricks. Going into their reserve time. From what I'm seeing here by Bricks by Dre, I believe they still have the same lineup from last season. And this team did make a deep push in the playoffs. Of course, the core member being Dre here, as well as G and Ascetic. Axe will be the pickup here by Dre. Wow. Interesting pickup on the Axe. Especially if you're going against a Venomancer. I don't think I would, personally, I wouldn't have that much fun if I'm an Axe going into a Venomancer. Considering that Venomancer just clicks a few buttons and Axe is going to be very slow. Very hard to get that call off. Especially with the play guards as well, potentially cancelling out your Blink Dagger.
Dire team pick.
Followed up. Oracle will be the answer. Okay. So like what I mentioned, Earth Spirit was already a sure lock to be going to the mid lane, and to no one's surprise, they pick Oracle as the position 5 here. So support duo now has been locked in.
Remaining.
The only thing left that hasn't been picked up for Bricks, it's going to be a carry
5
pick.
seconds
Meanwhile for
remaining.
DC, still a lot of question marks on my end. See what they're going to be
Dire
picking up
team
here.
ban. Radiant
Life Stealer. So it could be a tiny mid, could be a tiny position 4, but I think it's going to be a tiny 4 with the Pangolier going mid lane. It's gotta be, right?
10 seconds.
I would be
remaining.
really surprised if this Pangolier does not go mid.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Final bans here for DC and Bricks by Drain. They ban out the Shadow Fiend on Brick's side. DC will be banning out the Razor. Understandably so, they did pick up the Life Stealer.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
5 seconds left here. 19 seconds though on the reserve time for Bricks. Gotta make their ban fast. They also have to get their last pick in, but
Dire team ban.
Dawnbreaker, what? Interesting ban there, Dawnbreaker. This is the first time Dawnbreaker was contested in any form here in Phoenix Dota, if I'm not mistaken, but it's gonna be a ban out here.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
DC making
remaining.
their final ban. Still a lot of reserve time left. If I'm DC, I should be looking at carry heroes that would like to farm.
Dire team pick.
Ursa. Actually, Ursa is one of those heroes that was on my mind. I was thinking of Drow Ranger here, but seeing that there's a Pangolier, there's a Tiny, Drow Ranger is not going to be really going to have the best time playing the game. There is still Troll Warlord to go one-on-one with a Life Stealer, but not too sure if they really want a Troll Warlord in this one. Could be their only option though. Final picks here for both these two teams. DC, they're picking up the Nyx Assassin. So that should be tiny mid with the Nyx Assassin going pause 4. Or, hold on. Is this a Nyx Assassin mid with the Pangolier 3?
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Juggernaut will be the final
Now
pick here.
select your heroes.
So Juggernaut Life Stealer carry battle. So let me go look at the spreadsheet real quick and see who's playing who here on Dog Days. So Chicken will be on the pause for Nyx. Hero will be on the mid Tiny. Alright, so it's a pause 3 Pangolier from what I'm understanding. Somebody please do it. Let me know how you pronounce Life Stealer's username. Sinkir? I'll assume the M is silent. Masayunker. I'm butchering this. In my defense, I slept pretty late last night and I was brain rotting playing Minecraft a while ago. My bad. Masayunker. Masayunker? Masunker? Masayunker. Alright. I'll trust you, Alstaria. If I'm butchering this one, I'll blame you. Nonetheless, we have our lineups locked in here. Bricks by Dre, Dog Cage. Game number 1. This cast will be dedicated towards Finnick and Yose as well. Oh, a little pause here before the game can start. Pause. Someone says that there's the door being answered. Hopefully the server doesn't lag here this time. Last night's game, the server was not really the best
Poor baby.
between Lil Piggies and
Oh, poor baby.
I actually forgot the team name. Dusk Esports, sorry. Hopefully the servers are fine now. Anyways, while there's a break in the action now, let's go look at the lineups here. Bricks by Dre will be starting out on the Radiant side here. They're gonna have Brickslayer Dre on the Earth Spirit, Loner on the Axe, Ascetic on the Oracle, G on the Hoodwink, Ognil on the Juggernaut. Meanwhile, on the Dire side, we have Hero on the Tiny, Griefer on the Pangolier, Chicken on the Nyx, Masankir on the Lifestealer, and Kage on the Venomancer. Judging from the lineup here, I would lean towards Dog Cage having the slightly better lineup just because they have the Lifestealer, they have a Pangolier. That's a lot of chaos that's going to be committed here in these fights. Sure, they have the Oracle here on the side of Bricks by Dre, but with the Lifestealer just running around without any control, and even a Tiny, by the way, to burst down these supports potentially. I think this Dog Cage game's the game to lose. But we've seen stranger things happen. Dre on the Earth Spirit, he's pulled out some magic out of his hat. Can he do the same thing here? 5-man smoke for both these two teams. They're going to run into each other here. Looks like Dog Cage will be opting to go into their side of the jungle. While on the side of Bricks by Dre, sorry. They're going to be going into bottom side through their high ground. A little bit of a passive smoke there taken by Dog Cage. With good reason as well. They have a really good first blood potential on the side of the Bricks. Tree grab on the Tiny as well, so that should deter them from trying to go for first blood. They're taking up a defensive stance. Meanwhile, on the side of on the side of Bricks, a little bit of pleasantries being exchanged there.
Starting to feel a
You
bit
deserve
messy.
nothing. My apologies. Axe misjudged?
No first bloods yet. Looks like the rune will be a 2-2
The
split
battle
here.
begins.
Loner will be securing their side. Ognil will be getting theirs. Alright. Now with the lanes locked in. The lane to watch, I would have to lean towards the top lane here. Lifestealer and a Venomancer up against an Axe. Let's see how much fun this Axe is going to be having. They do have a Hoodwink here to try to counteract the aggression potentially that's going to be brought over by the Lifestealer and the Venomancer, but only time can tell here. Mid lane, Tiny and the Earth Spirit. Been a while since I've seen an Earth Spirit mid. Top side. And just like what I mentioned, Venomous Gale, Masankir, with the Ghoul Frenzy, hitting away at the Axe. Axe should be fine for now. G does have the Aircare shot to really deter any more aggression there.
Who said you could stroll in my woods?
You get nothing!
Bottom side, Oracle Juggernaut going up against a Pangolier and a Nyx Assassin. This Oracle has to watch out because once this Nyx starts to get rolling, I don't think the Oracle's going to have a pretty good game. Juggernaut going up against a Pangolier. Been a while since I've seen a Pangolier offlane as well. Double stun there by Chicken. A little bit of harassment over there. Roll through by Dre. Misses the roll through. Hero does have the toss. Should be fine for now though. No creep wave to toss him back further. Takes some damage from the tower though.
You get nothing.
Expect a little bit of slow-paced gameplay here for the first few minutes. Fortune Sen gonna be used here. Nope, there's gonna be a spin here by the Juggernaut. Chicken taking a bit of damage here, half HP, but he should be fine though. No Fortune Sen, no Blood Grenade follow-up. So Ognil burns the roll, or rather the spin already. Top side, G, Bushwhack, Acorn Shot with the facet. A few more hits should do the trick. He does have a Blood Grenade available, but the Fairy Fire from Kage keeps him alive. Loner left one-on-one with this Lifestealer, and Lifestealer taking good bit of harassment there from the Axe, and one-on-one, Lifestealer will struggle against the Axe, but alongside the Venomancer, should make things a little bit easier. But G doing a really good job at giving this Axe a space. Shield Crash, Fortune Sen. They want to try to go here on the Pangolier. Do they have enough damage though? They have a spin available, but the Swashbuckle away will deter any more aggression from that one. Meanwhile, Chicken, he's found a courier. He's trying to get it right now. Can he reach it though? Yeah, he's actually faster than the courier.
Radiant
Oh wait, does he
courier
get it?
has
No,
been
okay,
killed.
the items does get delivered there to the Oracle. Chicken does still snipe the courier nonetheless. Chase of a lifetime over there. Shield Crash gonna be using once again there. Spin. They want to try here, Chicken. He's gonna get locked down by the Fortress End, and there's gonna be the secure. The Purifying Flames will secure first blood there for Ascetic. A little bit too deep there for Chicken on the next Assassin. Uses the Impale, so he did not have any type of cancel whatsoever to try to do some kind of counter initiation play. Fortune Send, Purifying Flame combo again onto Griefer, but Griefer does have the Lotus, does have the Swashbuckle just in case.
My blade is swifter.
Mid lane, a little bit of rotation there from Kage. Brick Slayer, Dre. He's gonna walk into the Gale. Uh-oh, he doesn't have a roll. Does he have a kick though? Yeah, he does, but he's gonna use a kick, and there's gonna be another rotation from
Radiant's
Chicken.
top tower is under
Impale and the Mind Flare on the money. Kage will pick up the kill onto Dre. So 3 heroes in the mid lane. G will TP over, but too little too late. Top side, open moons, and the TP back. Axe chooses to TP back home. I would say that's a good TP back. There was no Hoodwink around, and he could have had the potential to die there, but
Radiant's courier
going back
has
all the
been
way home,
killed.
Chicken snipes yet another courier. Agnel's courier this time. Gets sniped away. Impale, Mind Flare. Juggernaut has to be careful here. Does have the healing ward. Gonna use it there. Even has a tango from his Oracle. Good amount of damage going out on the Juggernaut. Does not have the mana left for a spin though. Should be fine for now. Top side, Loner makes his return to the top lane after that kill attempt. Another Fortune Send gonna be chucked out here. Onto Griefer. Mid lane. Tiny does have the early lead. Avalanche, toss back into the tower. But the
Radiant's
rollout
bottom
from
tower
Dre
is under attack.
will keep him alive. Nothing too special there. No real follow-up after that one. Ognil already used a spin down here though. They have... Juggernaut has to be somewhat careful. Fortune Send, Purifying Flames. That's a lot of damage here onto the next Assassin, but they impale in the Mind Flare combo. Will it be enough to kill him off? There's gonna be a Fate Seedic right on top of the Juggernaut. Juggernaut taking a lot of physical damage. It stops magical damage, but can it stop the physical? No, it cannot.
Many before you have
Purifying Flames healing is not enough to keep the Juggernaut alive, and he will get taken down by Griefer. Ascetic making the chase right now for Chicken. There's gonna be a Carapace gonna be popped here. We'll use a Mind Flare to get rid of the mana on Ascetic, so he does not have enough mana to try to go for the Purifying Flames. Topside, G. Venomous Gale, Open Wounds. Can he try to keep them alive right now? Loner does have the call available. G trying to run away. Does have the Healing Lotus. Actually, the call will miss out and the roll will miss out. But here comes the kick, slowing down Misinkir. He's just gonna straight up TP, no cancel. Getting out scot-free after that misroll, miscall. Beautiful setup once again there from the Venomancer. And that's just the danger of the Lifestealer Venomancer lane. One Venomous Gale, and you're gonna be gone. You're gonna be forced to pop a TP, either to go back home or under your tier 1 tower.
denied.
You saw it right there. Looking at the net worth chart 7 minutes in right now. Tiny leading all cores, all heroes and last hits, 48. Next up is the Axe and the Earth Spirit, both tied up here. Bottom lane, Griefer, stun, impale. There's gonna be the Rolling Thunder as well. That's a lot of damage here onto Ascetic. Ascetic will be able to get off the Fate's Edict and one Purifying Flames, but he does not have any mana left. And here comes Hero from the side. He looks like they will be taking down Ascetic, and even the Courier of Ascetic will die a second time down here in the bottom lane. Ognil will stay alive here, but the threat of this Tiny looms. He will TP back mid lane though. But this bottom lane looking a little bit rough now by Ognil. Shield crash once again. Mid lane, Dre will be ran out here by the Tiny. Tiny does have the Illusion Rune as well as an Avalanche if he will want to use this one. Venomancer as well in the area, but the kick back there by Dre and the roll away will keep him alive, will keep him safe. Top side. This is Masankir going straight up for the Radiance, and uh-oh. Australia servers, oh god. Not again. This is wild. We're back to getting kicked out of Australia servers. Might be blacklisted. Sorry for the little bit of technical difficulty there, guys, but we're now back quickly. Hopefully we didn't miss anything. Hopefully this doesn't really mess up the gameplay later. Chicken actually going for the mana burn pass set here on the Nyx Assassin. I've always heard that the Scuttle one was better, but I guess in this lineup, against a Juggernaut especially, you want to try burning as much mana as you can so that he doesn't have the opportunity to use the Omni Slash. Speaking of Omni Slash here, Kage picks up the Bounty Rune away from the Juggernaut. He will TP away, Juggernaut not being able to do anything there. Does not have a cancel on the TP. Speaking of TP here, Chicken, Fortune, Purifying Flames will get pop here. There's going to be a TP rotation as well from the Tiny. There's going to be Avalanche and the Thoughts of Juggernaut. Way too much burst damage, does not even get off the Blade Fury. Ascetic, looks like he'll be next on the list, and there's a huge hit right there from the Vendetta of the Nyx Assassin. Brick Slayer, Dre will make his rotation down here, but he just comes to the site of his bottom lane. Absolutely murdered. 2 for none once again. Blade Mail though on the Axe at the very least. What the heck did... Can anyone speak Japanese here in chat? I'm not even gonna bother to try to read that one. I don't even read Japanese. Loner walks into Kage, but the Venomous Gale. Oh yeah. Just Venomancer thinks, alright. Fight should still be going on here though. Hero is in the area. Loner trying to run down the Venomancer right now, but look at these Plague Wards. Pesky Plague Wards. Mid tower will get taken down by the Tiny though. 10 minutes in, tower does get taken down. Chicken farming up the jungle a little bit. Looking now at the network charts, all 3 cores of DC on the top of the net worth, and then the next 3 is going to be the cores of Bricks. A little bit of a rough start here from Bricks, but 11 minutes in only. Smoke of Deceit will be popped here, and the Vendetta as well by Chicken. What's he gonna find here? G, you don't wanna be here, buddy. The toss combo is gonna be more than enough, but Chicken will be securing the kill with the Vendetta. Curious move there by Chicken, I think. Did Chicken... Was a Vendetta about to wear off? I'm not too sure. I felt like he could have tried to save that one. Uh-oh, blink forward. The Juggernaut was under a ward. Your Rolling Thunder gonna come in. He's not gonna get off his spin. And Dre, he's gonna make his rotation down here as well, but the Noxious Plague will be right on top of this Earth Spirit. The Axe will make a rotation as well, but that's just way too much burst damage. Hero with the toss. They're all going in one by one. Oracle is gonna get hit as well. The server can handle it. It's gonna result in a full team wipe. G's back in as well. The toss back in. G, he's gonna fall. Hero with an ultra kill 12 minutes in.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
What's Kage saying? Is Kage actually Japanese? Someone fact check me with that one. Is he actually Japanese? Because it's pretty long. It's like he's writing a haiku or something.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay, fact check. He is Japanese, so
Radiant's bottom
someone translate
tower
what he's
has
trying to
fallen.
say here. I don't know what he's trying to say. There are some Chinese characters here that I could read, but two very different languages. But nonetheless, 5 for none in the bottom lane, 6 for none, technically speaking, with the Hoodwink coming back here.
Radiant's bottom
Chicken,
tower is under
uh-oh.
attack.
Dre, I think he gets spotted out here. There's a Blink Dagger and a Haste Rune on the Tiny. Does he want to try anything here, Chicken? Actually under the ward, so they will be backing away from this one. Chicken might not be aware that there is a ward.
Radiant are scanning. Radiant's bottom
Chicken's
tower
still under the
is
tower here.
attack.
The hunt for the next assassin continues. Looks like he's not going to be finding any value with this Vendetta for now. And looks like DC will be going into a farming phase. Lifestealer already is a Sacred Relic for the Radiants. But Amancer going for the drums, actually. Pangolier already has his Echo Saber, going for the Blink Dagger next. As for the Juggernaut, pretty rough game if you're a Juggernaut right now. Not even close to his Maelstrom, 14 minutes in. Different stories on the other side. Axe going for the Blink Dagger as well, only has a Blade Mail. For Dre, he does have his Vessel at the very least. Setic does not have even his upgraded boots yet. As for G, only Arcane Boots.
Radiant's bottom
Still a little
tower
bit
is
rough
under
here.
attack.
11k gold lead, 14 minutes in. Let's go check the win probability right now. 91% to 9 in favor of DC. They have the map to themselves right now for DC. And on the side of Bricks,
Radiant's bottom tower
the map has
is under
shrunk
attack.
significantly with only the triangle being the safe spot. They do have a Blink Dagger on the Axe though. Something to look out for. They might try going for a smoke movement
Dire's
here
middle tower is under attack.
with the Axe, and looks like they will. They finally get the Blink. Juggernaut as well in the area. 300 gold away from the Maelstrom. Do they want to bring over the Juggernaut? If I am the Juggernaut though, I wouldn't really be too keen joining the smoke, considering that the Omni Slash does not have really the attack speed that he really needs. Lifestealer is in the top side here, going for the Radiance. Very close to it as well.
Dire's structures
6
are
gold away,
fortified.
does have it right now. But Ognil looks like he'll be satisfied with playing the
Dire's
bait
top tower
role.
is under attack.
Loner in the area with the Blink Dagger ready. All 5 heroes of Bricks
Dire
sitting
are
at top
scanning.
side, waiting for someone to blink here. Uh-oh, wait, hold on a second. Scan will actually get them.
Radiant structures
Will
are
clip on
fortified.
them so that they know that there is some backup for this Juggernaut. They're not gonna bite
Dire's
on the
top
Juggernaut
tower
bait.
has fallen.
Beautiful scan gonna be used there, and Juggernaut will be able to get a tier 1 tower at the very least. Small wins there. Maelstrom finally on this Juggernaut. Radiant and the Echo Saber though on the Tiny. Phylactery as well on this Nyx Assassin, and Griefer actually going for the Aghanim's instead of the Blink Dagger.
Radiant's courier
Oh,
has been
come on,
killed.
chicken. That's the 3rd time he's killed the courier. The blink forward though by Loner. Can he try to get this kill here? There's gonna be a roll in the sharpshooter as well. Spike Carapace has been used. Will he get picked off here? Looks like he will, but the kick away will prevent the Axe from getting the dunk. A little bit of miscommunication there from Dre. Kicks the Nyx Assassin away. The tower will kill off Chicken. A kill's a kill nonetheless, but you would have wanted
Radiant's
that
bottom
armor
tower
stack
is
on the
under attack.
Axe. He's still sitting on 0. And the lag, oh man. Rearing its ugly fangs. Uh-oh, here comes Hero. He finds the Oracle. Oracle forces to use the face to out himself, and the blink in right now from the Axe will catch these 2 heroes. Can he get the dog off? Yes, he can. The Blade Mail will be going to perfection right now. Griefer will be rolling through here. Can he try to get any kill? Hero will just straight up TP out. Griefer, can he try to get away from this one? Looks like he can. look really good there, but there was no follow-up cancel on the TP out from the Tiny.
Radiant's top tower.
Top tower
has
will
fallen.
fall down to the Lifestealer though.
Dire's middle tower.
But at the
is
very
under
least, you
attack.
get your first stack of armor
Dire's structures
on the
are
axe.
fortified.
.9 is still something at the very least. Tiny, blink in, blinks forward. That's a lot of damage onto the Juggernaut. Ogdil stands no chance. Chicken just bursts down Ascetic, and Hero bursts down Loner. It's an absolute disaster right now. Dre will follow them to the grave. Beautiful body blocks to prevent the rollout. 4 dead in a blink of an eye. And just like what you guys mentioned, Nyx Assassin is going to feast on this Oracle, and you saw it right there. The Vendetta hit is just way too much for this Oracle to handle. G can do nothing but just watch his friends fall in the mid lane. Aghanim's now picked up on the Pangolier. Just way too much damage for the axe to handle currently.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Stack gonna be
attack.
taken as well by Masankir.
Radiant are scanning.
Things are starting to spiral a bit out of control here. On the side of Bricks. They need to find any type of pickoff. Anything. Phylactery gonna be purchased next year by the Tiny. Does have an amplified damage. And he's gonna get infested as well by the Lifestealer. Uh-oh, hold on, Tiny. They find the axe. Axe is just gone. Amplified damage with a crash landing toss. Goodbye, Loner. Tiny apologizes for that burst. G, he's in trouble as well. It's still not over. Another toss, this time on the Hoodwink. Tiny is 10-0 in this game. What's the answer for Bricks?
Radiant's top tower has
96% now on DC. Brick Slayer does have the Veil of Discord. Looks like he's getting chased down. There's a Blink Dagger available, but Hero not going to be spotting out the Earth Spirit. Bottom, Ognil, oh no! You don't want to be your Juggernaut! Actually, hold on, the Vendetta didn't get popped though.
Radiant's middle tower
A little
is
bit of a
under
blunder there from Chicken. Didn't get to use the Vendetta. Juggernaut stays alive, and yeah, Chicken's even asking himself, how did that happen? Juggernaut better think he's lucky stars tonight. What's Kage saying? Kage's been typing Japanese, sorry, for the past 20 minutes. I really don't know what he's trying to say here. Sanjin Yasha going to be built next here by the Lifestealer. Phylactery now available for the Tiny. Nyx Assassin still going for that Dagon. There's a Drums and now a 4-staff up next for the Venomancer. Pangolier is going for the Blink Dagger next on the side of Bricks. Their item situation has not really improved all that much.
Precious bounty.
It's also really difficult for Bricks to make any type of move, try to split push the map. Just because of the fear of the next assassin. Tormentor will get taken here, and hero of all heroes gets the shard. Did all the supports get theirs? Could have went to the Venomancer. But no, it's gonna go to the Tiny, and
Radiant's bottom tower is
Tiny
under
already
attack.
super duper farmed up here. Uh-oh, Axe. Invis rune on the Tiny. The ward will actually spot out the Tiny. But speaking of getting spotted out here, never mind. Observer ward will scout out that. Will get scouted out. Loner does have BO2 available, but I think Loner wants to try to opt in for the BKB. Bottom tower is being poked away here. There's a Blink Dagger now on the Pangolier. Masankir with the Radiance and the Sanjin Yasha.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Going to be hitting away at them right now. Smoke movement actually here They're gonna run into Chicken. Chicken will get scouted out by the dust. They have an Omni Slash available. They're not gonna be using it. Sharpshooter will connect here on top of the next Assassin. Next Assassin wants to try to turn this one around here. There's gonna be a lot of damage onto the Juggernaut. Omni Slash will finally be used here, and he's gonna instantly TP out. In the backline though, G is gonna get jumped here by Basunkir and the Pangolier. They will die out here. Noxious Plague right on top of the Earth Spirit, but that's so much damage. A kick away on top Pangolier. Not gonna be worth anything though. Loner in the backline. He will get jumped here by Hero, but not enough damage. 2 for 1. They lose mid. They get Chicken, but I felt like the Juggernaut should have just popped the Omni as soon as he saw the Nyx Assassin.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Kage spamming Bible verses in
Radiant's
Japanese.
middle tower has fallen.
I do see 4 to 5, so I guess that would make sense. If I were to make a guess, maybe something about maybe the Shadow of... I walked through the Valley of Shadow of Death, maybe. I don't know. Oh no, Ognil, he uses the Twin Gates and he walks right into a Nyx Assassin. Nyx Assassin stalking his prey right now. The blade from the Juggernaut makes him really fast. Oh, he turns around! Oh, the spin! Chicken actually racks a little bit late there with the Impale. Ognil will stay alive here, and Ognil's gonna bait this one out. The roll in right now, it connects here on top of Chicken. Chicken with the Spirit Vessel as well. Can he try to turn things around here? Here's a jump back in. Sharpshooter will connect as well as a call. No dunk down, but Brick Slayer, Dre, will find that kill there.
Radiant are scanning.
Genesis chapter 1 verse 4 to 5. Hold on. Let me go pull that up on my... What is this one? Why is he spamming Genesis chapter 1 verse 4 to 5? Meanwhile...
Dire's top tower
Yeah,
is under
I saw
attack.
that one, Raikez. Roshan will get taken by Masunkir. 24 minutes in. Do they want to try going for this one? Omni Slash is available. They're just gonna straight up use it. There's no man on Griefer right now. The roll in by Brickslayer Dre. The spin? Can they find Griefer? One more hit, you do the trick. The spin doing so much damage. A shield crash. With the barrier, we'll keep him alive for a bit longer, but Ognil will find that kill. Kage in a little bit of trouble as well. Better start quoting those Bible verses. Because only Divine Intervention can save you right now. Or maybe the Tiny can save him. Bushrock will miss out. The Tiny will delete Ascetic from existence. One for one trade-off there, but it's Ognil getting the most out of that one. 1,200 gold swing in favor of Bricks. And that kill goes to the Juggernaut as well on the Griefer Pangolier. SNY off the back of that one. Mid lane, Loner gets jumped. Oh no.
And what army?
I've been invisible.
That's just painful for the Axe right now. Does have a buyback though, but 30 seconds on the
Dire's
Ognil
bottom
TP.
tower is under attack.
Refill will come bottom. Juggernaut did a little loop-de-loop around. Goes around the Pangolier. Pangolier spots out a shield rune as well. Oh no. Oh no, no, no! The burst damage! Ascetic just can't do anything. Just watch him die. And Tiny gets out scot-free.
Dire's bottom tower is under
12 and
attack.
0. TP out there from the Juggernaut. Going for the Mjolnir next. BKB next up on the list for Dre. Dagon available for this next assassin. Oh no. Tiny. Don't think about it, Tiny. Blink forward. The spin though by Ognil. Keeps him alive for now. Patient Zero will do some bit of damage there. But Ognil with the spin, preventing the jump. There's a cheeky ward over here. We'll spot them out if they want to try to contest it. Looks like they won't be able to. Kage will get the shard this time. Next assassin in the bottom lane. We'll be putting down another cheeky ward there. Not sure if they're going to be scouting this one out. Should be fine for now, Juggernaut. He is aware that he is going to the jungle though. And look at how far back these guys are playing. Hero gonna be leading the charge here with the Lifestealer infested in him. Shield Rune as well on the Tiny. But Masankir will be popping out. Does have the Aegis still for about 2 whole minutes. They can't do anything but just watch their towers get hit by this Lifestealer. So they want to try something here. Acorn Shot doing a bit of damage to the creep wave, but Blink forward, Loner misses the call.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
Edging on that Lifestealer there, and Rax is now exposed. Backdoor protection should be coming up in just a bit, but another creep wave is coming in.
Under attack. Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
Juggernaut will lead the charge, does have a Mjolnir available. They will be satisfied with taking the range racks at the very least. Ward will be found out there by G. There's another set here though. They're getting so much information from this ward spot. Juggernaut uses a spin there in the mid lane. Masankir, 30 seconds left though.
Radiant's top barracks are
Could be trying to pick out their timing. Assassin still hunting down here. Does he spot out? Oh, he did spot out Dre. Oh no, Dre does not have a BKB. The roll, it's gonna get stopped, and he's gonna come to a serious realization that he's just getting stalked by a next assassin. The burst damage is just way too much, and the jump in right now by the Lifestealer. Loner will actually get the call off. Aegis will be expiring at the toss. Juggernaut stands no chances of a buyback though, but Ascetic, he's gonna get jumped though. Glimmer Cape will be popped. He'll be fine for now. More Bible verses being thrown down here by Kage.
Radiant's bottom tower
And maybe the good Lord up above is the only way for Bricks to get back into this game. There's a buyback on a Juggernaut. 8 seconds left on the Earth Spirit, but Rax has been taken before 30 minutes. This could potentially be mega creeps. Blink forward. Toss. Avalanche. A lot of damage. Half HP already on the Axe, and Axe should be one of the tankier heroes here. Axe has probably going to be forced to be jumping in just a moment.
Radiant structures are fortified.
One last chance here for Bricks. Blink forward. There's gonna be a call. Chicken gonna get caught out here with the Bushwhack and the Acorn Shot. There's gonna be a lot of damage, but here comes Masankir with the Rage, and the Juggernaut gets caught out once again. The burst damage is way too much, and the bash for the Pangolier. Earth Spirit will stay alive for now, but the jump right in here by Loner. Loner taking way too much damage right now from the Lifestealer. The Lifestealer will be infesting into a creep. He will die. Instant buyback though in the backline. The Earth Spirit will still die out, and Ascetic and G will follow him in the grave, and GG is going to be called here. Bricks have had enough. 30 minutes in, 6-30. All-out domination there from Dog Cage. And if you're not familiar with them, maybe you should. I sure as hell will be taking note of Dog Cage after this decimating Bricks by Dre right there. 16-0 on the Tiny. Has more kills than the entire team of Bricks combined. Nothing else can be said. The burst damage is just way too much there for the Tiny to handle. So with that, we're gonna take a little bit of a break here first. So let me go switch over my screen for a minute. So give me a quick second, guys. Gonna have to double check if the games are available. Looks like the game is not yet available, but I will be Switching over, some music on. So we can have a little bit of a breather.
Ban. Dire team ban.
All right, hello everybody, welcome back. Sorry for the short break there. I had to take a little bit of a breather because of my voice. Had to drink some water. Make sure you guys drink some water as well.
10
So
seconds
now we're back
remaining.
with game number 2, Bricks by Dre versus Dog Cage. Game number
5
1
seconds remaining.
was just an
Radiant
utter
team
mess
ban.
if you're on the side of Bricks by Dre. DC had 30 kills, Bricks had 6. No, I'm not making that up.
10 seconds remaining.
Anyways, this game number 2, this is going to be a
5
new game
seconds
for both
remaining.
these teams, and despite the new game, similar bans from game number 1, except Tiny this time will be banned out.
Dire team ban.
Pretty much the same bans here by Bricks by Dre, except they ban out the Tiny first. Tiny game number 1, by the way, was 16-0.
Weaver.
Weaver this time will be the first pick here by DC.
5 seconds remaining.
Another flex pick here for Dog Cage. So far, Dog Cage like picking their flex heroes first. So last game it was Tiny, eventually played in the mid lane. This time it's a Weaver. Could be played in pos 1 as well as pos 4 and support. Last night, we saw a Weaver position 4. This time, Bricks, they start out with a Vengeful Spirit.
Dire team ban. Radiant team ban.
Banning out. TA gonna get banned out again, as well as CK. So I'm not really seeing any difference in the bans right now by DC. They still have a lot of reserve time, so they're pretty confident with these bans, and clearly these bans worked out for them. They won game 1 super duper hard in a stomp. Now it's their game to lose here for game number 2.
Radiant team pick.
Pangolier will also get banned out here by Bricks, so another respect ban. From last game, of course.
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Bricks by Dre going into their reserve time here.
Dire team pick.
Spirit Breaker will be picked up here by Bricks, so they arguably have 2 flex picks here on side of Bricks. Vengeful Spirit, of course, could be played position 3, 4, 5. Spirit Breaker can be played in position 3, 4, 5 as well. Clockwork will be the answer though by DC. Picking Clockwork into a Vengeful is kind of interesting though, because assuming that this Vengeful can get the swaps out on whoever Clockwork hooks, seems like it's going to be a tough pick, but Darkseer will be the other answer here for DC, and that could potentially be the top lane duel, what we're seeing right now with Darkseer and Clockwork.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Going back to the pick phases between these two teams. Man, Bricks are really going into their reserve time right now.
Radiant team pick.
Oracle again is going to be the pickup for Bricks. Interesting. So I guess they're
10
really feeling
seconds
confident with the
remaining.
Oracle pick here. The Oracle pick last game wasn't too bad
5 seconds
on
remaining.
paper, but it was just unfortunate. It was against a Tiny and the Nyx Assassin with the burst damage, and Oracle just couldn't really get off much of these saves. But there was potential in that one. Drow Ranger will be the pickup here by Bricks. Going up against the Darkseer, I could definitely see them trying to win the lane out for the Drow Ranger early on. But what I'm worried about for a Drow pick right now with this lineup is the mid game. They have Hookshot, they have Surge, they have Vacuum, they have Wall, they have a Weaver. So I guess they're gonna rely a lot on the Vengeful and Oracle combo to try to keep this Drow Ranger alive. And even the Spirit Breaker to try to make space. And Ember Spirit, another hero that has a really fast tempo, really fast catching ability. And that just makes a Drow pick all the more susceptible to her just getting ran down.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Final 2 bans out for these two teams. Shadow Fiend will be banned out by DC. Meanwhile, for Bricks, they're going to be banning out the Ursa. So, DC will be looking for a carry, while Bricks will be looking for a mid laner. So they ban out the SF. I really wish I did have my co-caster along with me, because right now I'm drawing blanks right now with what these two teams could potentially pick for each other.
Dire team ban.
Naga Siren will be the final ban for Bricks here. DC will get their final ban. If I'm DC right now, actually, I would kind of think about banning out Puck. Because theoretically, Puck does do well against this lineup, especially against a Weaver and an Ember Spirit as well.
10 seconds remaining.
Maybe even they want to try considering
5
banning out an
seconds
OD. Because OD does really well against heroes that have a relatively low mana pool. Batrider will be the final ban though for DC.
Radiant team pick.
Sven stands ready.
Sven will be the final pickup here for DC. Interesting pickup.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Final ban here, or final pick here, sorry, for Bricks by Dre. So, what mid laners would be really good for them to set the tempo? I could definitely maybe see Queen of Pain, Death Prophet, even a Puck here, potentially. On the side of Bricks. Viper will be the pickup here by Bricks. Alright. So it's going to be an offlane Vengeful Spirit this time. G on the pause for Spirit Breaker. Kage will be on the pause for Weaver. Exciting pickups from both these teams right now. So, just by the looks of it, laning-wise, this should lean towards the favor of Bricks. Obviously, mid lane, it's going to be a Viper and an Ember Spirit. In the off lane, it's going to be a Drow Ranger and a Darkseer. The only lane that could go well for them is the safe lane for the side of DC, with the Sven going up against a Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful Spirit is a universal hero, does hit hard, but Sven is one of the few heroes that could have that sustain against that Vengeful Spirit. Nonetheless, game number 2 will begin in a bit. Game number 2 now begins here. Fresh game for both these two
Prepare
teams.
for battle.
If you're on the side of Bricks, you want to erase the bad taste of game number 1 from your mouth. Smoke movement already by DC. They're gonna try to go into the Radiant jungle this time, and now they're giving me so much action, and I can't even say the lineup. So I'll try to get this one real fast. On the Radiant side, Bricks, they're gonna be having Loner on the Vengeful Spirit, Ascetic on the Oracle, Dre on the Viper, G on the Spirit Breaker, Ognil on the Jaw Ranger. Meanwhile, on the side of DC, Hero on the Ember Spirit, Chicken on the Clockwork, Misinkir on the Sven, Griefer on the Darkseer, and Kage on that Weaver. And speaking of DC, they take over the high ground of Bricks pretty quickly. Now they're gonna try to camp this one out. Hopefully they find some stragglers here.
30
Uh-oh, speaking of
seconds to battle.
stragglers, Ognil.
Uh-oh. That may have been a mistake. Oh,
Okay, he walks downwards. Does not go try to get into their rune here. So most likely a 2-2 rune split once again. These two teams trading sides though. And the lag is back.
The battle begins.
The horn sounds. And another lag spike. Oh my goodness gracious. This is just terrible. 2-2 rune split. Like predicted. Misinkir running into the Drow Ranger here. So Drow Ranger will be getting a few hits in onto Misinkir. Nothing too much to be worried about. So it's going to be Weaver alongside the Sven actually. While the Clockwork will be going bottom lane to most likely put even more pressure down on this Drow Ranger. So mid lane will be Dre going up against Hero once again. Ember Spirit against a Viper. So Ember Spirit, it's going to be a skill-based matchup, but usually it's going to be a Viper's lane to lose. But depending on how well you can use your Sleight of Fist against a Viper, will say a lot about you as a player.
So fast.
Sven going up against a Vengeful Spirit here. Curious to see how this Vengeful Spirit will fare, or rather how the Sven will fare against a Vengeful Spirit. And I say that Sven is a relatively tanky strength hero, but that's just that's a lot of damage already going out here by the Vengeful Spirit from right clicks alone. Looking at mid though, Viper losing out on the CS early on. 7-3 to the 3-0 of Hero. So I'm expecting the Vipers putting more emphasis on him trying to right click on the Ember Spirit and make sure that he has to waste all this regen on the harassment that he's dealing out, but not looking too good to start already for Dre. Bottom lane, hold on a second. Clockwork with the cogs as well as the Iron Shell. That already brings the Drow Ranger very low here. Actually, wait! The Clockwork finds a kill on the Drow Ranger. Hold on. I thought the Drow Ranger was out. I think he used the cogs to secure that one. Nonetheless, Clockwork secures the first blood there on the Drow Ranger, and already a rough start for Ognil once again. Damage going out here in the mid lane though. Level 2 on that Ember Spirit slide. That's a lot of damage, and Dre supposed to be winning out this lane here though. Another slide brings him very low. Does have a bottle though. Hero has to be careful. That's 5 stacks, 6 stacks. This is a lot of DOD. Wait, Dre can actually kill him off. The poison burst from the facet is more than enough, and he's going to happily take these two water runes away from the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit opted to go for the Boots of Speed into the Blightstone instead of trying to go for a bottle rush. Might have regretted that one as Viper just runs him down with the poison burst and the poison attack. Top side, Kage throws out the Swarm. Storm Spirit, or rather the Storm Hammer going to be used here. G in a lot of trouble though. The bug is still right on top of him, and the Sukuchi or the Geminite from Kagi will be enough to bring down G on this Spirit Breaker. A lot of action, and speaking of action, bottom lane. Draw Ranger just gets caught out again, vacuum back in. With level 2 Ion Shell on both these heroes, or rather on just the Clockwork, is going to be more than enough to secure that one on the Draw Ranger once again. Ognil, 0-2 start. Not the way you want things to go for here. Weaver already has a Urn of Shadows, from what I'm assuming with that career delivering. 3-minute rune gonna be secured here by Chicken, and Chicken looks like he wants to try to make a rotation down over to mid, side of Fizz. Going to be popped here by Hero now. Hero has now, you know, he was winning out a while ago, but now that Viper has gotten that first kill, level 5 on the Viper, level 3 on the poison attack. Meanwhile, mid lane might have spoken a little bit too soon. The rotation right now from Chicken. Cog in. There's gonna be a charge right now from the Spirit Breaker. But there's a lot of damage here being done by Chicken, and Chicken. Not much help there being done with Hero, but Chicken does not need Hero's help. Viper just gets ran down there in mid lane, and Hero would have wanted to got a little involved in that kill, but Chicken, so much impact already on this Clockwork. 2-0-1. Getting kills all over the map. Bottom lane. Looks like a setup potentially. There's gonna be a cancel out there on the Ion Shell thanks to the Fortune's End, but the Cog's back in, and there's another Ion Shell on this Clockwork. Fate's Edict will prevent that one from going through here. Chicken taking a lot of damage. Looks like he'll be fine for now. Kage in the top side. Gonna try to turn things around here. Dust is gonna be popped here by G. There's no charge available. Wave of Terror as well as just came off cooldown. But the salve there from Kage will keep him up. He's not actually going for an urn, going for the bracer instead. Looks like Clockwork might be opting to go for the urn here. There's going to be a Fortune 10 once again on top of the Darkseer. Darkseer will be fine for now because the one in trouble is Ognil. Ognil will get Fate's Edict, and Chicken will get turned on.
I know I should respect.
Multi-shot will be enough to secure that kill onto Chicken, so that's going to be a huge kill there for the Drow Ranger to try to get back into her lane. Griefer? Stuck around too long here. Oh, baby. The gust there from Ognil and the Purifying Flames secures his kill. Ascetic is actually level 5 thanks to the 2 deaths that Ognil suffered in the early game. So, does have a level advantage over his own carry. Mid lane. 3-man rotation once again. Clockwork. Stalking right now. Brick Slayer Dre in for a Rude Awakening. Haste Rune and the roots from that Ember Spirit. Way too much damage. Chicken picks up that kill. Viper Strike will be used there on the Clockwork, but Brick Slayer Dre will not be expecting any of that. Too much burst there on the Viper. Seven-minute rune will be spawning up pretty soon. Ognil's courier does get sniped, but already had the treads delivered, so nothing to worry about.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Clockwork
attack.
actually rushing an Orchid first. Classic Clockwork. Ember Spirit will be coming up here, getting the bounty rune from the jungle. Want to try eyeing top side actually. Level 5 on this Vengeful Spirit. Looks like, yeah, Hero will be making a rotation up here. Jump in. There's gonna be a Stormhammer right on top, but here comes a bash through by G. Will keep Vengeful Spirit alive, maybe? No. There's still a Magic Missile available. Actually, no. A Magic Missile was used. The bash coming through actually onto Hero. Hero barely able to get out. Beautifully timed bash there from G. I mean, I say that as if G had control over the bash, but let's just say he did. Perfectly timed bash there from G. Will keep the Vengeful Spirit alive. Rotation as well by Ascetic. Ember Spirit had to use his Remnant away. Bottom though, Ognil. Clockwork using the Ion Shell to secure some of those last hits. Chicken showing himself under the tower, but Ognel is level 6 now. He's not going to be afraid to fight into this one. We'll be fine for now. Chicken will get the turret. Top side, charge through, Masankir. Not enough burst here. Stormhammer will go through here on the creep wave so that Masankir will farm this one up.
The rune of illusion.
Already a better start than game number 1 for Bricks by Dre. That much I can say. But Griefer just continuing to farm up here, even back during the creep wave.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Sedic trying to contest Griefer right now. Courier! Oh, come on! Second time Ognel's Courier gets sniped, and this time it had items on it. Godshin gonna be popped here. Clockwork will swap in. Oh, actually, Loner makes his rotation down over here. The hook shot is not going to be enough to keep him alive. And the jump back in here. Ogden in a lot of trouble. Can he try to keep this Jaw Ranger alive? Loner is in the area though. They find Griefer at the very least. Sleight of Fist gonna be used here. Meanwhile, Viper will make his rotation down over here, down bottom. Looks like the Clockwork will not be long for this world. The Sleight of Fist catches Ognel by the tip. Magic Missile coming through. G even makes his rotation down over, but here comes the Remnant away. Can Hero find a way out of this one? Still has one more Remnant left in the tank. Even has a Sleight of Fist as well as enough mana to try to play around this one. Looks like Hero will be going out there. Actually goes on the low ground. What's Hero thinking? He wanted to try to go for the rune, playing with his food. He will get out of this one. A little too close for comfort there for Hero. 2 for 1 overall. Jaw Ranger did get everything, all the value there at the very least. Does go down to Hero in the
Radiant's
end.
top tower is under attack.
And speaking of Ognel staying at bottom, but Hero is still in the area. Hookshot will miss out this time, but will it matter? Hero gets silenced up here by the Drown Ranger, but will she get any help here? Trying to juke around this one. Sleight of Fist, and the chain will connect on Ognel. Ognel, way too much damage with the cogs. No level 6 yet on the Oracle, and Ognel dies yet again, 1 and 4 on the Jaw Ranger.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Ognel off to a rough start here. It's what I was worried about if I was Drow Ranger.
Dire's middle tower
I did
is
mention
under
that
attack.
mid-game what's going to be a problem for the Drow
Radiant's
Ranger,
bottom
but
tower has
this
fallen.
Clockwork has been running laps around this Drow Ranger. Ion Shell on the Clockwork, just way too much for her to deal with. A little break in the action in terms of farming now. Clockwork? I think he spotted out Ascetic for a little bit. Does not want... Oh no, mid lane. He has a clear shot here of the Viper. Viper. He stays too long. He's gonna get hooked on. There's gonna be a root. Hook shot in right now from the Clockwork. Now traps him into the cog. But there's going to be an ultimate there from the Oracle. Can he try to turn things around here? Viper Strike will be popped here on the Weaver. Time-lapse back just to keep himself alive. False Promise was already popped though. Arcane Rune was also used there by the Viper. So Viper Strike should be coming back up in just a moment.
A golden thread.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under
But
attack.
that's all going to be it here. Shield Rune spawns topside. Or... I think it did. But why does it say Shield Rune here? Might be a
Radiant's
visual bug.
bottom tower is under attack.
Nonetheless, Masankir going into the jungle has a Mask of Madness already. Top of the net worth right now currently for this event. Darkseer second on that net worth chart. Going for the Greaves next. Next up is going to be the Ember Spirit. So once again, it's a better start for Bricks, but kind of the same story with the top 3 on the net worth chart being on the side of DC. Gus gonna clip onto the Clockwork here with the Nether Strike and the Charge of Darkness. It's gonna be more than enough. Ognil finds that kill. Another death there onto the clockwork. 3 deaths now on him. Ognil gonna take everything that he can get on this Jaw Ranger. Weaver gets spotted out by the ward there. Vengeful Spirit looks like she's going to be opting for the Aghanims instead of trying to finish the Vladimirs.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Hero going for the Mage Slayer. Didn't really have the roughest of lane. Sure, you're up against a Viper, died once to him. But thanks to the rotations from the supports, he was able to bounce back as well as getting that kill down bottom onto Ognil, so not really having the worst of games. In this rune going to be secured there by Hero. This time, I definitely think it's going to be a better game to play as Oracle here, now that they don't have a Nyx Assassin, and that Oracle could... the only thing Oracle has to kind of deal with here, Ember Spirit, Clockwork, and the Weaver. But at the very least, he could see them, compared to the Nyx Assassin, where Nyx Assassin just shows up out of nowhere, bursts him, takes him out of the fight. There really isn't that much heroes that can do that to the Oracle right now, not named Sven.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Top side, Ognil and Ascetic are around the area. There is a hook shot available here on the Clockwork. Smoke of movement going to be popped here. Trying to look for somebody here. Ognil, he's in the jungle here. What a read by Chicken. He's gonna walk into this one. Hook shot is going to miss out. The cogs as well, not going to be landing on the Jaw Ranger, but the Jaw Ranger is sticking around. The use here onto Ognil. Ognil will be starting to stay alive for a little bit longer. Chicken will die to Ognil once again. Enemy number 1, it's Ognil. Viper Strike on top of the Darkseer. He will get taken down by Dre, so the gank has been countered. The Weaver and the Ember Spirit will be able to escape. And Ognil says that he has a family. And here comes Kage dropping some holiness with the Japanese Bible verses.
Never refuse gold given.
2 for none there. They lose a Darkseer as well. Ognil stays alive. That was the most important one from them, and I may have spoken a little bit too soon here. Ognil will get the gust off, but it's not going to be landing on him. Isolated right now is Loner, and Loner cannot do anything. G is going to be next up on the list. Hookshot will land. 3 dead. Sticking a little bit too long there on the top side. Results in the death of 3 heroes. It's still not over yet, actually. Ascetic gonna get jumped on by the Ember Spirit. That's a lot of damage here. He should be dead. Fortune Send still off cooldown. Another chain on top. Kage will pick up that kill.
Radiant's top tower is under
Aggression
attack.
once again starting to get ramped up here by Dog Cage. Top tower will fall down to creeps. And that's a huge stack they're getting. Oh no. Ember Spirit is enjoying that stack, and yeah. Loner tries to come over to contest. Swap back in. Chicken will die out here. Silence? Actually, Ember Spirit in a lot of trouble here. Can he try to escape from this one? Remnant away, it's not going to be enough. Loner picks up the kill on the Ember Spirit. They get the stack, but they get 2 kills out of that one. A small win, but the stack. You needed that one to try to get back in, and they just stole that one from you.
A golden thread.
Sven sits comfortably on top on the net worth charts. 9,000, 2,000 lead over the Jaw Ranger right now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Clockwork. Can he get the angle? Hook shot in. It's on the Spirit Breaker. Does have an Orchid and the Vacuum back as well. That's a lot of damage going right on top of the... Holy moly! The Sven on the backline! Cleaves down 2! Gets the 3rd onto G! Blink Dagger reveal, work to perfection of Masunkir. Dre was on the Viper, but he didn't know what hit him either.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Hello and goodbye, and Masankir has made his presence known. Jar Ranger was able to escape at the very least. They find Chicken as well, but Chicken just dies for the cause. And the lead just grows bigger on that Sven. Rocket Flare flies through. Tier 2 tower on the bottom side. Looks like it's going to get targeted now. Masankir leading the charge here. Another server lag. Uh-oh. Been a while since we had that one this game. Little bit of a disconnect there.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Sorry for the little bit of a technical difficulty there once again on the server, but now we're back. Tier 2 tower now is gone. Tormentor time should be up now. Looks like Bricks. They want to try to take this one. Tormentor doing some amount of damage here. Should be fine. So we're not going to get a Tormentor death this game either. Ascetic will actually get a shard there. That's a really good shard there on the Oracle. Especially with this dive comp here. I mean, sure, they have the burst damage, but assuming that the Sven does not show up in time, or they initiate on the Sven first and Ember Spirit is gonna try to cause havoc, this is the next best thing. The next best shard that you can ask for. Ember Spirit now picking up his Maelstrom. Dre going for the Hurricane Pike himself. Darkseer continuing to beef up here, going for a Crimson Guard next.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Little bit of a break here from the action from both these teams. They want to try farming up here. 12,000 gold lead on the side of DC. Looking at the graphs right now, 79% win rate already
Double
for
damage
DC.
empowers
12,000 up. Amplified damage rune going to be popped here on the Ember Spirit.
That's exact.
Top side,
Radiant's middle tower
Kage
is under attack.
spots out Ognil. Don't want to try this one. Smoke movement right now behind Ognil. Kage could
Radiant's
potentially
middle
break
tower
this
has
smoke.
fallen.
Pushing forward,
Dire's
smoke
top
broken.
tower
They
is
know
under
that Kage
attack.
is in the area. But Kage,
Dire's structures are
little
fortified.
sneaky cockroach. Replacing
Radiant's
one bug
middle
to
tower
another,
is
from the
under
Nyx
attack.
Assassin to this pesky
Dire's
Weaver.
top tower is under attack.
Breaks a smoke.
Dire's
Tower
top
will get
tower
taken
has
down though.
fallen. Radiant's
Drown Ranger has done an
bottom tower
excellent
is
job at
under
trying to
attack.
bounce back in this game as well. Almost to a Manta style. Has the pike. So the boys at Bricks by Dre doing a better job at trying to keep the game at bay right now. But we're gonna see what this flash farm of the Sven can do. BKB now available on the Sven. Level 18 as well. Even has a shard.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Things are not looking too good right now on the side of Bricks. They have to find a way to fight on their high ground if they want to have any type of shot back into this one. Ember Spirit even gets a Yule Scepter himself. Roshan looks like it's going to be the play here on the side of DC. Definitely going to be a Roshan take. God's Strength going to be popped here as well. Swarm gonna be used just to get the Roshan armor lower. Charging away is a Spirit Breaker trying to split these lanes, but the real prize here on the side of DC, it's going to be Roshan, already at half HP, 23 minutes in, so pretty identical to the time they took Roshan from last game. Around 24 minutes in last game, 24 minutes in as well in game number 2. Aegis will be going to the Ember Spirit, and I think that's a correct choice. Personally, I don't really like my Aegis on transformation heroes. Heroes like Sven, Lycan. It just doesn't feel as useful as it should, because assuming you use your transformation skill in your first life and you die, you get revived for the second one, you don't really have any items to help you out there, or you don't really have any useful skills to help you out. So putting it on the Ember Spirit to keep up the tempo is really good. Hook shot in, actually. The ward spots out G last minute. Value on the Observer ward by Kage. And it's about to expire as well, so that ward definitely lived up to its potential. Speaking about living, Ognil might not be long for this world himself. Manta style to try to dodge there. There's gonna be a swap back, but Ascetic just gets bursted down. Goodbye, Oracle. And the trap back in. Ognil is forced to fight this one. Oracle will buy back here. The Vengeful Spirit will also die, but has a second life. But this Vengeful Spirit not going to be long for this world either. Dre will get hit, and the Oracle just bought back. A dieback there on the Oracle. Viper all alone right now will purge off the chain thanks to the Illusion Rune. But right now it's Oracle against the, or rather the Viper against the world right now. Nether Toxin will slow things down just a little bit. Aegis still on that Ember Spirit. But Brickslayer, this is what I was talking about. The sudden burst from this Ven. That's going to be an issue on the side of Brickslayers. I mean, it didn't help that the Drow Ranger gets caught out as well by the Weaver. Yule Scepter to try to stall things out. And the Ember Spirit just swoops right in, chains him down with the Clockwork Cogs. It's just not a fun game to play Drow Ranger. They will be backing away from this one after that fight though. They're satisfied with taking the dieback on the Oracle. They're satisfied with forcing those deaths. Basically 5 said, hold on a second, I hear a hookshot in. G gets caught out again. They're gonna continue this fight though. Yule Scepter on top of the Weaver, but Weaver should be fine for now. The blink in from the Sven cleaves them down. Dre and Ognil, they stand no chance. The Oracle tries to come in, but he's gonna get cleaved down as well. It's an ultra kill right now from a Sunkir. No chance for survival for the Vengeful Spirit. They have a buyback. G is the only one left standing. But Masankir continues his reign of dominance from last game. Harpoon on the Sven. Didn't even need BKB. Who needs that item? It's there as a trophy. G will try to push out the top side, but mid lane should be the next victim here on the side of DC.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle
Use the
tower is
fortification
under
here though. They could try to defend this one, but
Radiant's middle tower
the
has fallen.
wait, hold on a second. They want to try to fight this one in this rune. They want to try to go in. Ognil once again. You don't want to be here. Harpoon's gonna get popped here. 4-man vacuum into the cogs right now. They're gonna force to use the false promise on the Drow Ranger. Oracle getting focused out right now by Hero, but that's just way too much damage. Loader is still in the cogs. He will die the first time. Does have a buyback. Ognil will actually survive the false promise, but the jump back in. Hero gets a triple kill somehow. The swap back there onto Chicken just to try to keep them alive. Loner, he does not want to die. He does have a buyback though. He will buy back there on the Vengeful Spirit.
Radiant's middle
But it looks like it could be the beginning of the end. Kage's not even gonna die. He's not even gonna get ticked out on.
Radiant's middle
Swap back. Chicken. That's a lot of damage going out. Hero still has the Aegis though. Chicken tagging all of this one. Masunkier waiting for his time to strike, and there he uses it to perfection. Viper Strike on top of the Ember Spirit, but Ember Spirit will die. Does have the second life. Loner very low right now on the Vengeful. Does have a swap available, but the Slight and the Spirit away. He's gonna stay alive. They haven't even found a single kill. It was 11-14. But DC has doubled their kills. Well, Bricks, they have not gotten a single one. Diebacks and buybacks flying out for Bricks, and they haven't found anything. One more lane left standing here.
top tower is under attack.
Sven smells blood in the water. Even has a Daedalus. Kage dropping them words of wisdom
Radiant's top
in
tower has
Japanese.
Shade in searing heat.
Ognil under a ward. You don't want to be here, Og. Blink in, Griefer! Fuck wall! It's gonna catch out on the 3! Will it do enough damage till the silence out? All alone right now is that Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful Spirit will die out, but that's going to be a dieback once again. And Ascetic is just getting shredded right now. Masaikir finds yet another one. 4 dead in a blink of an eye, and that should be GG. The Spirit Breaker is the last one left alive.
under attack.
Does it even matter though? Another chain on this Spirit Breaker. But he's all alone. GG is going to be called here. Absolute domination by Dog Cage. They take it 2-0 against Bricks by Dre. Too much to handle. A clean 2-0 victory there for Dog Cage, and I might have not been familiar with them, but now they're on the map, definitely. Just all-out domination by DC, Dog Cage. Another hero with 0 deaths. Last game it was Hero on the Tiny, 16-0. Now, Masankir, 12-0. Just way too much to deal with there on the side of Bricks by Dre, and not much can be said. Alright, looks like we have an interview here. Hello, can you introduce yourself to us there? Alright, hello. So, yep, sorry, you were gonna say more? Sorry, who was your brother? I didn't catch it. Oh, Muthu. Wow, so it's a shame you guys aren't in the same division, so I want to see like some brotherly 1v1 there. Maybe next time? Oh, wait. Oh, sorry, wait, the people said they can't hear you. Okay, good thing they mentioned that now because I remember this messed up before. So hold on, give me a second. Sorry. Can you say something now? There we
my
go.
name is Master Young.
There it is.
Can I hear?
Yep,
Okay.
now they can hear you. Sorry.
Start over from the beginning.
Yeah,
My
okay.
name is Master Yanka, and I am a 16-year-old Dota player. And my brother is Muthu. He's very known in Australian pubs.
Yep. So that's Muthu's little brother. I'm actually gonna cast your brother's game later, I think, if I'm not mistaken. On Muthu's Curious. But anyways, first of all, congratulations on the 2-0 victory. So how do you guys feel, winning the way you guys did? You guys dominated, to be frank.
I think the lanes went really well for us. We had a draft in mind, and we just stick to the comfortable heroes that we wanted to pick from the very beginning, and the lanes worked out well.
Okay, so this is a question just for fun. Are you and Hero having a competition to see like who doesn't die? Because game number 1, Hero was 16-0. Now you are 12-0. So is there a little bit of friendly competition going on between the two of you?
Yeah, I think Hero is a very competitive player, and he'll do what it takes to become better.
So tell me, sorry. So
I'm always better than him.
wow, all right. I really like that confidence from you. So tell me, so how can you describe your team? Like, how dangerous can you guys be? You know, one game Hero popped off 16-0. Now it's you who popped off 12-0. You just, both of you guys have like, you just bursted Bricks by Dre's heroes one by one. So, like, tell me how dangerous or how confident you guys can feel with each other, you know, knowing that
It's
anyone can pop off.
It's game to game. So basically, next game it's Griefer's turn, and then the next game it's Kage, and then last one is Chicken, and then it rotates again. We just need to. I'm just joking. We just need to win the lanes, I think, and I think we just need to pick comfortable heroes, and I think we'll do good in this league.
All right. So just to wrap up everything, you know, I don't want to keep you here for long because you might want to practice your team. So who do you think was the MVP of those two games between in your team?
Can't say. I'd give it to Hero, to be honest. He played well in the mid lane. It's overall team effort, but yeah, I'll give it to Hero.
Definitely a team effort, and it just showed right there. I mean, game number 1, Hero outkilled the enemy team. Now you were 1 kill shy from matching Brick skills, but nonetheless, it's a win's a win for you guys. So congratulations on the 2-0 victory.
Thank you.
All right, so that's going to be a really quick interview. You know, I don't have any co-casters. I'm currently not 100%, not going to lie. But nonetheless, thank you for joining us here. That was Masunkir from Dog Cage, and that's going to wrap up